It's good when I feel there's a lot of things we can do a lot better, and we had a big win in terms of the differential in the score. So when you're able to win by nearly 30 points, and there's a lot of things that you feel like we could do better, that's probably a good thing. But going forward, we're going to play a lot of games that some of the things that we did out on the floor tonight, not being as tight as we need to be, are going to cost us. And that's what we talked about. We have a little sickness going on, and a little exam week, whatever that is, hangover. But we weren't as locked in as we needed to be tonight. And I think you saw that in the way that we turned the ball over. Now, I thought that we shot the ball really well. I mean, that was pretty phenomenal. Skill-wise, we're 18 of 30 from three and 28 of 33 from the free throw line. So that's going to happen. I mean, if that's going to happen, you're going to have a wide point differential.
You talked about a couple weeks ago, you felt like this team had shot the balls. Were you surprised by the 18 threes, especially as you talked about after the week off?
I was more surprised when in the first half of the Purdue game we went 1 for 16 from three than I was us having that half right there. I think we're 11 of 15 from three the first half or something like that. I was way more surprised by being 1 for 16 from three versus Purdue than us going 11 for 15 from three. We have good shooters. We recruit shooters, and that's what we work on. We take a lot of threes. Last year for possessions, we're up there in the top 10 in the country in three-pointer shot per game for possession. So if we're able to get good looks, I expect most of them to go in.
Seemed like the speed and defensive intensity in that first 10 minutes or so kind of wore Alabama A&M out a little bit. That's kind of the MO that you kind of want to build here. How are you happy with that?
It was good, but we didn't run as hard as we could have on offense. We had good defensive pressure and good defensive pace, but our offense, we weren't running as hard as we've been running. And I don't know what that was, but we got to clean that up. I'm saying that, and we scored 120 points, right? Then I'm saying we didn't play fast enough. So that's how we want to play. We want to get up and down, but we can do even better than we did tonight. But I do want to say this about Alabama A&M. They've had a tough schedule. Been on the road a lot. Excuse me. Played a lot of teams, SEC schools and whatnot. Record's not as good as they are, but you got to really appreciate a team who gets down in a game like that. And you would have thought under 1 minute to play, those guys were down by a good number. You would have thought it was a tie game, like how hard they played. So that's well done by those guys and their coaching staff to continue to fight that hard.
Jermaine's first game back, what did you see out of him tonight?
I talked with Jermaine before the game because he's had a couple games where he had to sit out a while and then come back. And Jermaine just loves to compete. So I knew he'd be so amped to play. Usually that's one of his greatest strengths, but it can also go against him sometimes and he gets in foul trouble because he wants to play so bad. Sometimes he's so excited that he may squeeze a couple questionable ones here and there. So I was really happy to see his maturity in terms of being able to play without fouling and be able to play the right way, great basketball, and took great shots and got others involved. When you come back and you shoot 5 for 6 from the field, I mean that's significant. 5 for 6 from the field, 3 for 3 from three, 3 for 3 from the free throw line, 16 points, 5 rebounds. And he only played 19 minutes. That's pretty dang good. Good stat line there. And we know his value to our team. I'm sure people have seen these interviews. If anybody knows Samford basketball, and Jermaine was transferring here 3 years ago, we talked about building something truly, really special. And it was right after the year we lost to Alabama A&M here at home in a tight game. And he's earned this, and he's going to deserve to have all the success he's going to have this season as well as our team.
No, it feels good to be out there playing with guys. They've been working hard, watching from the bench, and just look like they're having fun. So to come back and just start where I left off, just feels good. And knowing the guys that supported me and they trying to find me open and made the right pass and stuff. So just come back to a flow when we already come off a winning streak. So it's just always good.
Yeah, was there any nerves coming in? I could tell that first three, but it went in. You're like, okay, I'm going to be me. Was there any nerves coming in, or once that first three went down, you're like,
it wasn't nerves at all. I was locked in and practice all week, so I was really looking forward to it. I just knew I just knew it was going in.
What is it? You know, I've asked guys before, like when you guys start playing defense the way y'all did tonight and turning them over so much, do you see it in their face? Like, gosh, these guys just won't let up. How awesome is that to see the other team kind of get deflated by yours?
Oh yeah. So nobody really they don't practice as hard as us. So we hear all the time on the free throw line, they hands on their knees, they're out of breath, and then we just looking yeah, this regular that's we're used to it. So a lot of teams not used to how fast we play, pressing full game and trying to keep up with the tempo we do play at. So it's definitely fun to look over and see your opponent kind of gas.
Coach mentioned your maturity. Do you hear something like that and go, man, I have been here a while. Maybe I do. I have.
Nah, I actually hear it a lot. Riley, every chance he get, he gonna let me know how old I am. But yeah, it just grow for myself. Just buying into the program, buying into Coach Buck, and just everything he told me, helped me. My stats looking better, my 3-point percentage looking better. Started taking the right shots, and everything just fall in line.